Hey everybody, I'm Rosa with Game Nerdz, and I heard you wanted to learn how to prime your Mini. What is priming? Why is it such a big deal? Well, primer is the thing that your paint is going to stick to. It also evens out the surface of the figure you're painting, and it gives you a much smoother canvas. Using a primer also means you don't need to use so much actual paint later on. And the paint you do use will show up so much better. Now, you don't have to prime your Mini if you don't really want to. Just know that the painting process is going to take a little bit more effort. And once it's dry, it's actually more likely to chip off, even if you seal it with a varnish. Think of it like toast. If you salted your toast and you didn't have butter on it, how's the salt going to stick to it? So how do you get your primer on your Mini? With brushes, of course. Now, what if you don't want to drop a ton of money on fancy brushes? That's okay. Applying primer is way more forgiving a process than detail work. You don't need anything fancy. As long as the brush is still flexible and not covered in junk, it'll work just fine. The goal of primer is really just even coverage across your entire Mini. Now, if you don't happen to have any extra brushes lying around, Game Nerdz has them. We have all kinds of brushes that are perfect for priming. We have Army Painter, we have Games Workshop. Really just a base coating or multi-purpose brush is all you need. So what about the actual primer? Gray is a popular primer color. And as a general rule of thumb, lighter colored primers are great for lighter shaded objects, and darker primers are fantastic for darker shaded objects, but that is by no means a requirement. So you may be wondering about what to do with your minis that have wild and wacky resin colors. Sometimes you get games with neon green miniatures. Sometimes you get ships that are hot pink. Does it matter? Does it impact the final result? It's all good. The resin color has much more to do with the manufacturing process back when your minis were just formless puddles. And sometimes having such a bright foundation provides the added benefit of being able to see where you missed primer coverage. All right, time for priming step 1. You may have heard that some people like to wash their minis before they even prime them. Now, what's that about? You may actually want to begin by washing your figures. I don't always do it, but sometimes your figure will have a leftover coating of what's basically industrial non-stick spray. If the minis are covered in stuff that makes nothing stick to it, well, it's safe to say that primers and paints aren't going to stick either. Giving your figures a quick wash with soap and not hot water is a great way to remove that coating. Just be sure to dry your Mini fully before you prime. You'll notice I'm using a painting handle. Painting handles are awesome. They're great for keeping paint off your hands. They come in all shapes and sizes. Some have clamps, some have extra support handles. Some, like this one, require sticky tack to keep the Mini attached. Again, it's really all about what you prefer. If you don't have a painting handle and would like to get one, we sell them. We have your standard size. We have the extra large painting handle for when your minis are more like maxis. I'm actually a huge fan of these Pop-It fidget toys as paint palettes. They work incredibly well. You can put your paint in each individual cup, and then when the paint's dry, you can just pop it right back out. It makes cleaning so much easier. Now, ideally, the fewer the coats, the better. You want to get even, equal coverage. And don't forget those hard-to-reach places. One coat of primer is really all you need. You don't need to be fancy with the brushwork either. As long as you're not leaving any bubbles or huge pools of primer in the crevices, you're set. This is actually a great example of why I kind of preferred bright colored resins for miniatures, because I can see clearly where I'm not getting equal, even coverage. And sometimes it just means you need to load up your brush a little bit better. priming step 3, the hardest part, the wait. After only about 15 minutes of waiting, this mini is fully dry and I can start painting it. Humidity and temperature can absolutely impact how your primer behaves, so just keep that in mind next time you're priming. If you're feeling pressed for time, you can always whip out a hairdryer and speed up the drying process. Just be sure to not overheat your mini. And that's it. If you have any questions about the stuff we covered today, drop a comment below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Don't forget to check the description below for a list of items we recommended here today. Finally, this is the first part in a series of videos we've made for beginning painters. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss future installments. Once again, my name is Rosa and I'll see you next time.